as an aside, as you know, in Nigeria, they say in keeping with the same thing going on around the world, electricity meters will have to be updated, be switched. I don't know how much luck you've had with that. A lot of people have spoken about difficulties in accessing the sites of the distribution, companies in order to fix all of these things. But it had been said that, look, if you don't do all that you need to do, then by the 1st, which is tomorrow, I believe, yeah, it's tomorrow, then you won't be able to recharge your meters. Anyway, that's not one of our subject matters today. No doubt we'll come to it, because I was just looking at the front of one of the papers and I just saw that the DISCOs, the GENCOs are due for renewal revocation November 1. But back to what we're talking about, because they tell us that it's not just Nigeria, it's across the world generally. But some Nigerians, more than a few Nigerians have spoken about difficulties in accessing fully the portals with which to do what we are asked to do as consumers. Anyhow, we were talking about the upcoming governorship election, November 11, 2023 in Kogi State, and we've been looking at the candidates and the factors that are likely to sort of influence what will be happening there. Our guest admittedly concerns himself because with the ruling APC, because he is indeed spokesman of the APC governorship campaign council. So you would expect that. But he was saying that that doesn't mean that they're taking anything for granted, and we've been hearing from him that there are many illustrious names in the list, but naturally, well, apart from, he was particularly happy that PDP's Ibrahim Idris of Igalaland has indeed decamped to the ruling party. And there might be others that we don't even know about immediately. But coming back to you now, Honorable Kingsley Fanwo, who is the Commissioner for Information and Communications in Kogi State. You were just telling us about some of the achievements that will be standing your candidate at Ahmed Usman Ododo of the APC in very, very good stead. You had reeled off some of them. The other thing is the governor, the incumbent governor, Yahaya Bello, he had a different attitude. I guess for a long time he's going to be remembered in the Nigerian polity for his attitude, if you want, to the whole COVID scare at that time. He had insisted adamantly that that was not a problem in Kogi. So, and I don't know whether to say that he has probably been proved right now, because as the whole world is sort of now gently disillusioning themselves from the whole scare, it looks like the governor was there from the very, very beginning. First of all, your commentary on that, as you probably also will use that to lead into what the governor has been able to do in the area of healthcare delivery.
UIB brings on board a different brand of leadership. Leadership that is courageous, leadership that is bold, leadership with conviction, leadership that stands with the people. So that's what it brings.
I beg your pardon, Honorable.
So
Honorable, sorry for interrupting you, because I do have a Yusuf on the line from Abuja. Well, please continue, because I could just hear that I lost Yusuf, who had called in from Abuja. But please feel free to call in. We'll apologize to the Honorable Commissioner and take your call in as long as you're interested in the upcoming election in Kogi State. Please continue, Honorable. You were telling us about
he brings on board that kind of leadership. He's bold, he's courageous, he's full of conviction, he leads from the front, and he stands with the people. So that's the reason he told that line, because that was his conviction. And, he was not just talking about it, he was also doing it in Kogi State. And what he was preaching was that instead of celebrating this COVID-19, let us build our health infrastructure in such a way that we'll be able to deal with any kind of ailments in our country instead of taking people abroad. And, he matched his words with action by ensuring that he put in place first class, some of the best hospitals in Africa in Kogi State within that period. And, it is about conviction. And, some people also misunderstand him. He's not someone who is unnecessarily rigid. Something happened last week when he was traveling to Abuja, and there were some, misunderstanding on the way. And I issued a statement that his life was under attack. When he got the full report of what happened, he came back to Nigerians to say, my life was not under attack. What I released at the time was based on the information I was able to get at that time, but it was wrong. And he did not say, oh, because my commissioner already said, no, he did not say that. He came to address Nigerians himself, that he was not under attack. That is the kind of leader that GYB is. And, I am also using this opportunity to apologize for that thing that happened. It was not deliberate. It was based on what I was able to find out at that time. Okay. So I am trying to use it to describe the kind of leadership qualities you find in Alhaji Yahaya Bello. He is a leader who is courageous. He's bold. He's always with the people. He's always with the truth. And you need that kind of leaders in a country today, and that's why it has been so good here.
Indeed. Ibrahim has called in from Lagos. Let's take Ibrahim in Lagos. Good morning, Ibrahim.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead with your question or comment.
See, in Nigeria politics, until we start to tell ourselves the truth, that is when the development will come in. You understand? I am from Kogi State, the Kidsley local government to be precise.
Okay.
So, if you come to the Kidsley local government, let's forget about all the social media and television and things that we are talking about. Come to the Kidsley local government, you see the level of destruction, hunger that our people are passing through under this administration. You are a journalist. You understand? You can go there and make findings by yourself. The road that links from Lokoja to the Kogi Central, ask the man in your studio how it is. There are different things to mention, but few. The councillor in my local government is a well-known thug, allegedly. A well-known. You can go and verify. So he has never been to secondary school.
Okay, but Ibrahim, when you spoke about, I beg your pardon, Ibrahim, when you spoke about hunger, you put that at the doorstep of the governor?
Come again.
The first thing you spoke about was the hunger of...
Hunger.
Yes, hunger. AB. So you put that at government's doorstep?
Yeah, because civil servants are paid percentage on their salaries. Is that how the state should be governed? Yeah. You can go and verify. This is not a mere talk. Go and verify the percentage. I know my uncles, those who are paying on percentage, and some have not even received their salaries at all. Yeah.
Okay. I get you. I hear you. Thank you very much for calling in, Honorable Fanwo.
Yeah, these are some of the things we are contending with. We are contending with people who make this kind of wide allegations without empirical, without empirical evidence to support what they are saying.
Yeah, but is government owing salaries? Is government owing salaries to workers, as that caller seemed to indicate?
I will take all the things he said, and I will come to the issue of salary. He is from Dekina local government area, and he won't tell you now that we've been able to invest billions of naira to ensure that we have a teaching hospital and we don't have to take our medical students outside of the state. And all the projects that we have been doing in Dekina local government, including road projects, there is one that's linking about 4 local government area, 56 kilometers. He will not tell you all of that. Dekina local government used to be the hotbed of criminality in Kogi East in the past, where you have rival courts attacking themselves and all of that. That has been drastically brought to the barest minimum. And, apart from all of this, he's also talking about some of the federal roads in the state. Yes, we've been able to intervene where we can intervene, where our resources could help us to intervene. But it doesn't mean that we can intervene in all of the federal roads in the state. Coming to the issue of salary, you see, it's unfortunate. The state civil servants are not owed a single month. The local government civil servants are not owed a single month. What is happening at the local government level is that their resources cannot carry the over-bloated wage bill created by the previous administrations, where people who they did not even need at the local government administration were brought in. These are some of the issues. And also, you are expending a lot of resources at the local level to ensure security. Security is not a cheap venture. And, at the end of the day, what is left is inadequate to be able to pay 100% to civil servants. But instead of what they were paying before, which was 15 to 20%, today we are paying more. And the salary scale, even of the local government councils in Kogi State, is the best in the entire northern Nigeria and one of the best in the country. And you can verify from other states too. We know that there are states that have not even paid their local government staff in the past 5 months. But because of what this administration is, that has given a very high degree of autonomy to local government councils in the state, they are able to pay every month, even if they cannot attain the 100% of the salary. And if you say that,
I beg your pardon. I know you might like to continue, but I don't want us to lose James. James has called in from Lokoja. I beg your pardon. Can you hear me, Honorable Fanwo? Sorry. Could you hear me, Honorable Fanwo? James called in from Lokoja. Good morning, James.
Good morning, sir.
All right. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to commend the current administration because, truth be told, if you look at security architecture of the state, right from when he emerged when he was sworn in as the governor of Kogi State, he has really tried a lot. And look at the educational sector too. I remember when I was in Kogi State Polytechnic back then. When I went back for my HND, there's a drastic development that has been put in place in the school, and the health sector too. If you look at the specialists, the FMC, everything in the state, in all the senatorial districts, the governor has tried in as much as possible to touch every area. And I will support Ododo I want Ododo to emerge as the governor so that he can continue from the legacy the current governor has put in place. That's just the contribution I want to say.
All right. Thank
you for information and communication. God bless you, sir.
Well, thank you very much, James, calling in. So, okay, so I see that you smile there because this is the way it goes. Different strokes for different folks.
People that are in Kogi State are talking now. Some people are in Lagos and they've not been going home for many years. But those who are direct beneficiaries of the revolution in the education, in the agriculture, in the security, in the health sector, in the infrastructural revolution in the state, they are the ones that are talking now.
But the mere fact that I introduced, Ibrahim from Lagos doesn't mean he doesn't know about what's going on in Kogio. You have to be fair.
So they need to find out. Knowledge is power. When you don't have knowledge, one of the candidates was on the national television recently, and he was asked about the revenue profile of the state. He did not even know. He doesn't know what the state is generating. The state is aspiring to govern. He does not even know what is generating. So how are you going to govern in such circumstances? So it is just a matter of, drama, all over the political landscape of the state. But that is why, you see, these people kept promoting this falsehood about salary. One went to one private radio, Berekete Radio, and, when our chief press secretary went there to give out the fact, the man started apologizing. So they are using this for politics. They know it is not true. And that is why, no matter the level of this criticism from people who don't even come to the state to understand what is going on there, the people of the state have kept faith with the ruling All Progressives Congress. And that's why we have been winning elections since 2015.
Usena in Abuja has also joined the program. Good morning.
Morning. Please, I want to ask that man that is talking a question, please.
Okay, yeah, that's the Commissioner for Information and Communications. Honorable Fanwo.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Please, I want to ask that man that is talking question about Friday, Sani Makama. Yes, tell us about Friday, Sani Makama. What is he doing for Kogi State? And why do they have to take him to court? If you are talking about security, people are safe. What makes them safe? And there, even the same thing that you are talking about, workers being paid salary, this is all fraud. It's not true. All these things you are saying is not true. They should go out. Kogi State people are suffering. They are dying in pain. And now Yahaya Bello is trying to force another governor on us in Kogi State.
Yeah, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Usena, okay, but please continue. I think she's finished. I wanted her to finish, but she also seems to have a different view.
Okay, thank you very much. Fortunately, I love this kind of challenge because, viewers understand the psychology of some of these callers. And when they make these general views, then you tend to understand where they are coming from and some of their frustration, which are quite political, sectional, and ethnic. If you are talking about Alhaji Friday Makama, that is the man that was appointed to lead a committee to ensure that we mop firearm in the state. We realized that in the build-up to the election, some desperate politicians were bringing in army into the state, and we have set up the committee to be able to mop some of these things from circulation. There are litigations as to the appropriateness of that committee, which is in law court. I will not want to comment much on that, but I can say that they've done quite well within the period that they have been working. That is about that. On salary, I told you that is the joker of the political Confucianists. That is what they want to make the people, it's not paying salaries. I've come out to tell you, and I want your correspondents to go to Kogi State and interview state civil servants and find out whether they are being owed salaries or pensions. We have been paying up to date. Their welfare is of priority to government. You cannot bring people to work for 30 days in a month and then not pay them salary. So we've been paying them 100% and every month. We are not owing a single month. I told you that where they are having percentage payment, which the percentage is even higher than what it used to be under the previous administrations, is at the local government level. And I've given you the reasons for that. So they will continue to say this. We are not angry about that. The people understand. The civil servants are watching us. They know that for the month of the last month, they've earned their salary before the end of that month, and they are going to end this one very soon. So they know. So even if they are saying all these things, they understand it's coming into their accounts and they are with the government. And on November 11th, they will come out again and vote for the government, not minding those who are playing bitter politics.
Okay, well, you call it bitter politics, but if I understood the point you made, you said the matter is in court, so you don't want to delve too deeply into it. But did I understand you to say that a committee was set up to mop up arms, small arms? I didn't quite get the point that you...
Yes, that was what the committee was meant to do, to ensure that people are unable to bring firearms into the state to come and perpetrate criminality. And those that were already having them, so they will go after them and ensure that they are able to retrieve this firearm before they are used against the citizens of Kogi State. Government's priority is to ensure security, is to ensure that our people are safe, not to have arms in the hands of untrained people.
Okay, so without, as you said, not wanting to go into it because it's already sub judice. So who took who to court? Which were the parties that took the matter to court?
I think I overheard that some elements, political elements, I will not want to mention their names, they know themselves, who felt threatened that the arm they've brought into the state would be exposed, quickly rushed to the court to go and force the constitution of that committee. But I would not want to go into the details.
Indeed.
It is in court, but I know that at the end of the day, the people's will and the people's welfare and the people's security will triumph.
Okay. And then to end, because we've almost run out of time, it's been quite enjoyable finding out about the political landscape in Kogi. But one of the things that I think our viewers can take away is that we spoke about the whole ethnic nationalities issue there, and you said, well, that is not something that you can cancel out, but it's not, if I understood you well, a very modern kind of trend. People are not really looking there. They're there, they exist, there are the differing nationalities. There will always be what is seen as the dominant sort of a tribe and ethnic nationality, and then the interesting feature of the beautiful bride syndrome. But you said all of that should not be overblown, really, because it's going to be much more about capability and political, calculations, if I got you right. In closing.
Yes, definitely. There is no, the ethnic card had crumbled already.
Okay.
Those that are using it, they already know that it has failed. That's why they are trying to see if they could come together against the formidable party. But the more they come together, the easier it becomes. We also have our own political calculation. So it's going to be about political sagacity. It is going to be about political dynamism, about competence, about capability. All of these, Ododo has them abundantly, and he's ready for
that's a fine.
So I think you will join us to celebrate on November 12th.
Indeed, we certainly shall enjoy reporting. We shall enjoy reporting on goings on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kidsley Fanwo, Commissioner for Information and Communications in Kogi, as well as a spokesperson of the APC Governorship Campaign Council. Thank you for joining us this morning.